Greetings, Bermuda. Dr. David Roots here. I'm here with my good friend and herbal expert, Miss Doreen William James of Bermuda Wild Herbs and Plants,
yes.
or Wild Herbs and Plants of Bermuda. Let me
yes.
get it straight. Did
That's
I say
right.
it correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I've had a fantastic week here on island. So far, I've done a talk about wealth building. I led a nature walk, which was more like an excursion, almost about 5 hours this walk was. And I've also been doing my swim and stretch sessions, as well as the sunrise meditation session this morning, which was amazing. But Doreen is about to put on another fantastic tour. It's really hot out here, so you might see me dab my face from time to time. Another fantastic tour. So could you tell us about the date and what's going to be going on, and then we're going to talk to the people about some of the things they might see on the tour.
Sure. Well, my next tour is coming up this Thursday. Yes, on Cup Match.
Yeah.
And it will take place at Cooper's Island, which is down at Clearwater Beach in St. David's.
Wow.
And it starts at 11 a.m. The cost is $35 per person.
Okay.
And the tour takes about an hour and a half plus tasters at the end.
Excellent.
So the tasters will include cuisine made from the various plants that will be featured on the tour.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So you don't want to miss this.
You definitely don't want to miss it. Trust me, Miss Williams James has so much knowledge. She's taught. I have a lot of knowledge about herbs. Trust me. But the type of things that she's been teaching me about, particularly along the lines of the culinary aspects and how to use a lot of the things that the natural herbs in a culinary fashion,
yes.
Is something that I really enjoy about the information that you share.
Sure.
So you bought an herb for me to take a look at. I have a bit of it here, so
yes.
you can just hold on to it. And I'm going to try to get this in front of the camera. She bought a big bunch for me. Okay. You might see this. Could you tell us about this particular herb, and is this one of the ones they might see on the upcoming tour?
Unfortunately, you won't find this on the route, on the trail that we're going on Thursday.
Okay.
But that's not to say that you can't book with me another tour where we will find this. But this is called the Samphire.
Samphire.
Or known as Glasswort.
Okay.
Or sea asparagus. Right? So it has a number of different names. Very nutritious for you. It is found in more like the marshy, watery type of areas in Bermuda. It's very
places
nutritious.
where there's salt water.
Yes.
Brackish salt water mixing with fresh.
That's right. Correct. So that's more where you would find this plant.
How would you use it? Because you said I can eat this, which I haven't eaten a bit of it.
Yes. You can eat it raw, or you can cook it.
Okay.
My preference is I like to cook it.
Right.
But you can put it in your smoothies. You can chop it up, put it in a salad. Now the taste. How do you find the taste?
Salty. Very salty.
Yes. So it tastes very much like the ocean.
Gotcha.
So that's when you know it. A plant like this found in that type of environment is very nutritious for you.
Right. So it's gonna uptake a lot of the minerals and different salts that the ocean water is gonna bring with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have you done any research into maybe some of the? Obviously, you said the nutritional benefits because of the different salts and the electrolytes that we can get from it. Any medicinal properties that you know?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, this plant has so many minerals in it that our body requires.
Okay.
And one of the minerals that our body lacks is magnesium.
Right.
Now,
highly abundant in the ocean.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of people at times who have insomnia, suffer with insomnia. That's one of the reasons why they suffer with insomnia is because they lack magnesium.
Right.
This plant has magnesium.
In abundance. Yeah.
So this is one of the plants you would want to eat. In addition to magnesium, it has potassium, calcium, and I can go on and on.
Right. A lot of those ocean salts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think when you, just to add a quick bit of science in there, people do Epsom salts soaks.
Yes.
Okay, so you can go in the bath and you get these Epsom salt soaks.
Yes.
Which are good for tired muscles.
Sure.
anyone, people with some knowledge will tell you, you can just go into the ocean because a lot of those salts are found in the ocean water.
Yes.
One of the salts that's in Epsom salts, particularly in Epsom salt, is a magnesium-based salt.
Yes.
So that tells me right away, as you said, that there's a lot of magnesium-based salts in the ocean. So this plant is taking those up, and then thereby they're able to deal with that magnesium deficiency.
Yes.
Okay. Probably also got a lot of iodine. Do your own research. We both of us advocate doing your own research.
Yes.
I bought another one for us to talk about. We call it Papaya.
Yes.
Okay. People in the other parts of the world might say papaya.
Correct.
Do you have any information about this? Because this is underused a lot in Bermuda.
Absolutely. And not only that, David, is everything on the papaya tree can be used.
Everything.
Okay. I'll start with the fruit.
Yeah.
The fruit, of course, when it's green, Bermudians will use it as a vegetable.
Yeah.
And eat it that way.
Right.
They'll boil it and drink the water for pressure.
Yes.
Now, when you eat it right, which is like this color is perfect for eating, the seeds inside will be black. So you would swallow the seeds, which is good for constipation, also inflammation, and it also kills the parasites in your body.
That's right. Yeah.
So this is something, you don't want to throw away the seeds. You want to swallow them.
That's right.
And if you dry them and grind them, put them over your food, it's very good for gout.
Okay.
Yes.
So you dry them and grind them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I might add that also they have a peppery taste to it.
Very peppery.
So,
Very peppery.
yeah, if you don't want to chew them, just swallow them because you will get that pepper taste.
What I try to do, as we know papaya is very nutritious. High in vitamin C, high in vitamin A. Anytime you see that orange color fruit, especially in fruits, you know it's going to be high in a lot of different vitamins. I don't want to say things that are not in there, but I'm pretty sure definitely vitamin C and vitamin A.
Yes.
But in terms of the seeds, what I do when I cut the papaya and I eat the fruit, normally I take a few of the seeds and I crunch them up and I just swallow, because I know, as she said, if there are different parasites, obviously one application is probably not going to work, to be honest.
Sure.
But if you had a specific some sort of acute issue with parasites, intestinal parasites we're talking about, if you took a use of the papaya seeds on a longer term basis, controlled basis, using it in the fashion that you said, either chewing them or grinding them into a powder, definitely you're going to have that effect to remove them, because that spicy, peppery taste is probably what they really don't like and drives them out.
Yes.
And as we know also about papaya, it's high in enzymes, particularly the papain enzyme, which helps to break down proteins.
Correct.
So hence why a lot of people in the tropics will use it if they have high meat diets. They know that papain enzyme is going to break down and help to digest a lot of the meats. So people who are eating meats, having this papaya in between meals and as much as you can will help your digestive system to function, just the fiber alone.
Sure.
So I said that we don't want to make this too long. I told Doreen, because she is the expert, that I was going to also give some information. And one of the herbs that we have in my back garden where we are here now is actually this one. I thought it was a mint, but we did some research. Okay, see if I have it on camera. And it's a form of basil. Okay, so when you have this particular herb, as soon as you pick it, you can crunch it up and you can smell that sweet, minty sort of oil.
Yes.
That tells you, right, fragrance. That tells you it has some very strong, beneficial, essential oils in it.
Absolutely.
Okay, that are going to be very good for the body. I was drinking this as a tea. Okay, so if you have basil, this one looks a bit different than the one you might find in the shop, but it's the exact same thing, the fresh basil. It's excellent as a tea, particularly for any digestive issues. It's very similar to the mints, the peppermints and spearmints sort of family. Insomnia, many different benefits. Go and research it. But what I like to do, and I was telling Doreen about this, is to make a cold water press. Okay, a cold water press, which I then press out, and then I will use directly on my body.
Nice.
Okay. So I bought some water, okay, in my glass bottle. By the way, when I make my herbal teas, if you want to make a big bottle of herbal teas, what I do is I use a bottle like this, which is just a recycled wine bottle.
Sure.
I will fill it up with the herbs. I'll put all the herbs in here, right in the bottle, press them down.
Yeah.
Okay. Take off the seeds if you don't want or whatever you don't want. And then I just pour the boiling water right on top and I leave it.
Okay.
Glass, as we know, is one of the best to use because it's not going to leach like plastics.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this, and then you have it already in the bottle and you're good to go.
Yes.
You can put it in your fridge to chill it and you can have your herbal tea and it makes quite a lot.
Yes.
So right now we're just going to use the water. So can you hold that for me?
Sure.
So I have the sweet basil in this plastic bag. Okay. Right. You could wash it first. I haven't washed it yet, but I do have a strainer. So Doreen's just going to pour the water in it for me. Yep, that's fine right there. That's fine. Okay, so we have the water in the bag. Okay. Now normally I probably wouldn't use a bag. I would just use my hand.
Okay.
But for today I'm just going to use a bag. Okay. And I'm just gonna do this. The longer you do, the bag's leaking a bit. The bag's leaking. But the longer you do that, you're gonna find that the essential oils are gonna go directly into the water. So the essential oils will go into the water. Okay? So I'm not gonna do it for long, but I would do that with it. I would use my hand directly under and do it with my hands.
So, question.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just blend it?
You could blend it, but if I'm out at the ocean, I'm going to take this and do it in a natural scent, my Dr. Roots. So if I'm out at the ocean, I have my big bowl, I'm going to use my hands, I'm going to use mechanical action rather than using the machine. The machine's going to give you something different. Okay, but if you wanted a bit more concentrated aspect, you definitely could do that. Okay. So you're going to hold the glass and the strainer. See if we're actually still on camera. I guess we're okay. And I would just pour it in. Okay. Now that was very short. We would do that much longer. Okay. What's it smell like?
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and that was just a short, like I said, that's a short application of it. Has a bit of debris floating, so you could strain it again. And I would take this. It's very hot right now. I would take this. I might take some. Obviously, if I was at the beach, I would just take it, rub it onto my face. I have natural hair. I would go down to the water. I pour it all over my body, all over my hair, and I'd have that lovely minty basil sort of feeling. And it's got very strong. It's mine or yours? It has a very strong antiseptic and antifungal applications. And so you use that all over your hair and all over your body, plus the fragrance scent. Obviously, people can make soaps and do all sorts of things. So these are some of the things that you're going to be talking about.
Yes.
Obviously not wild sweet basil, but other native things to Bermuda on your tour. Allspice.
Perfect.
You could do that exactly like what we were doing. That's right. Okay, so tell them again the time and the place and the date.
Yes. This Thursday, Cup Match Day on the Thursday at Cooper's Island, Clearwater. Meet me directly across from the playground at the Cooper's Island entrance at 11 a.m. sharp.
Okay, so we have Miss Doreen William James from Wild Herbs and Plants of Bermuda signing off, and Dr. David Roots. One love.
Awesome.